Hey guys, so today's video is going to be on this foundation look using all drugstore makeup and also drugstore brushes. What made me want to do this video is because I got a PR package recently from Kayleigh Cosmetics, the Skin Perfect HD foundation and the Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. So this is not sponsored by them at all, but I wanted to show you guys using these two because they are literally so amazing. Like, this foundation gives the most beautiful, natural, flawless finish. Let me know what you guys have been loving down in the comments below because I love trying new drugstore makeup. You guys know me on this channel. Drugstore makeup is my favorite kind of makeup, so I'm excited to share with you guys my routine. Hopefully you like it. If you do, please leave a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. So if you guys want to see how I do this full coverage look, then just keep on watching. We're just gonna get straight into it, guys. This is my skin with nothing on it. There's definitely a lot of discoloration, scarring, acne that I personally deal with, so I wanted to show you guys how you can cover that. And the very first step is honestly one of the most important. Prep your skin with a moisturizer. The one that I'm using is Garnier Skinactive Boost. It gives you a nice glow, makes your skin look really radiant and plump. And the reason why you want to moisturize first is because it's going to add hydration back into your skin that it desperately needs before you go in with foundation. It's going to help the foundation sink in better and just give you a more overall flawless look. The primer I'm using today is the CoverGirl Illuminating Primer, but they also have others depending on your skin type. I just really like this one because it is oil-free, so it won't clog my pores, and it is also very affordable. So just make sure to really massage both those in. Going in now with our foundation, the Kayleigh Cosmetics HD Skin Perfect Foundation, and this foundation brush from Revlon. I'm going to link everything down below for you guys, and I'm just evenly distributing this all over my face, concentrating it mostly on the areas that I need it most, which is my nose. It's incredibly red, it has sun damage, lots of freckles, and then also the outer corners of my cheeks where I have the most acne and redness. This has a medium to full coverage, so it's definitely buildable. Here you guys can see it's about a medium coverage, but what I end up doing after I get it all over my face evenly is I will use an e.l.f. Cosmetics sponge. This is my favorite one. I think it's got the highlighting sponge. And I pick up a tiny bit more and just pat it on the areas that I feel like I need it, where I can see things peeking through. That way I'm not getting this whole caked up foundation everywhere. I'm only applying more where it's needed. And I really like that foundation because it gives a natural looking semi-matte finish. And now we're gonna use the concealers here. I do a mixture of two. So I use the more peachy pink tone one first to hide under eye circles or any dullness and darkness. I put this on the high points of my face. So under the eyes, down the center of the nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and forehead. And then I'll go in with this lighter yellowy shade here to really brighten things up. So you can do them one at a time or you can mix them. It's totally up to you. I just prefer to do them at the same time because it's a lot quicker that way. And I'm gently patting them in with the e.l.f. sponge. You don't have to be super aggressive with this. Just gently pat it in till it's nice and blended. For the nose, I don't like to contour it. So what I do instead is I will just use my concealer along the sides of my nose to make it look like I've contoured it, even though I really didn't, just because of the contrast between the lightness and the foundation shade. So again, just gently pressing and making sure to go outwards, cleaning up the eyeshadow, and then bringing it down around the nose and the smile lines. You guys, it's absolutely crazy. It really is just crazy. I feel like this looks so amazing, especially in person too. It lasts all day. I don't have an issue with it wearing off. It doesn't look cakey. It feels lightweight. It's super comfortable. Really just highly recommend you guys check it out. All right, so my favorite powder is from Maybelline. It's called the Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. I'm using the one in Fair. So it's slightly yellow toned, and right as I apply this to my face, you guys can see it just completely softens the skin, takes away any graininess that like pory look. Like, it makes your pores completely disappear. If you've tried this loose setting powder, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's amazing. I pat it into the skin very lightly with a Real Techniques brush, but of course you could also use your sponge as well. Then I pick up more with a Milani face powder brush and pat it onto the outer corners of my face just to make sure that everything is set down completely. And I do that because it helps the foundation last longer when you set it down. Also from Kayleigh Cosmetics, I'm using this cool toned medium brown contour shade and really working it under the cheekbones to create a nice like sculpted look, but not too much. That's why I really, really love this particular shade from this Kayleigh palette, because it is perfect for light to medium skin tones. It's never gonna look too dark on you, and I feel like that's something that I tend to do a lot. I accidentally make my bronzer too dark. But this one's nice because it's only about 2 shades darker than my actual foundation shade. So once I feel like I've gotten it on, then I like to kind of buff it upwards onto my cheeks a bit, make it sort of like a bronzer, a bronzed look, and then I'll also bring it onto the temples and sides of my forehead. This Milani Cosmetics blush, I think it's called Romantic Rose, one of my longtime favorites for many years. And this is a nice one because it's soft and subtle, it's very light, just gives your cheeks a nice flush of color, and I put this on the apples of my cheeks for an extra glow. I like to use this from Catrice Cosmetics. It's sort of like a cheek topper. It's the same shade as Romantic Rose, but just a little bit more shimmery. So I'll put that on over top. And now with a Wet n Wild highlighting brush, I use the Wet n Wild highlighter, the Mega Glow highlighter in Bloom Time, and I'll just work a little bit of it at a time right above the blush, but not too high up. You just want it to be right on the top of the cheekbone. I also put it down the center of the nose and the Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin and forehead too. And then I set my entire face with the Honest Beauty Hydrating Elevation Mist, fan myself off, and that completes the look. So that is it for the look, guys. It is a lot of steps, but I feel like it's one of those routines that I keep coming back to because I know it's gonna work. Everything is super affordable, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video.